The Invisible Wallet, a psychology story about money. Ethan was not broke. He had a job, a salary, a bank account that wasn't empty. Yet every time he checked his balance, his chest tightened. Because money wasn't just money to him. It was safety. It was respect. It was worth. And he never felt like he had enough. The first dollar. When Ethan was 8 years old, he found a dollar bill on the sidewalk. He ran home like he had discovered treasure. His father smiled and said, "Money doesn't grow on trees. You're lucky." That word stayed with him. From that day forward, money felt rare, fragile, easy to lose. And his brain learned something dangerous. If money disappears, so do you. The silent rule. As Ethan grew older, he made a quiet promise to himself. I will never struggle. So he worked harder than everyone around him. Longer hours, more stress, less sleep. He told himself it was ambition, but deep down, it was fear. Fear of not having enough. Fear of falling behind. Fear of becoming invisible. The number that never satisfied. At 25, he had $5,000 saved. He thought, when I reach $10,000, I'll relax. At $10,000, the goal became $25,000. At $25,000, it became $50,000. Each milestone brought relief for about a week. Then the anxiety returned. Because the problem wasn't the number, it was the meaning behind it. The hidden equation. In Ethan's mind, money equaled survival. More money equals more safety. Less money equals danger. But here's the psychological twist. The human brain doesn't measure wealth. It measures uncertainty. And uncertainty feels like threat. Even if you have enough, even if you're safe, even if nothing is wrong. The day everything shook. One afternoon, Ethan's company announced budget cuts. Not layoffs, just cost adjustments. His hands still trembled. That night, he opened his banking app 3 times. Nothing had changed, but everything felt unstable. He realized something shocking. He wasn't afraid of losing money. He was afraid of losing control. The invisible wallet. That night, Ethan had a dream. He was holding a large wallet. Heavy, full. He clutched it tightly. But the tighter he held it, the heavier it became, until he couldn't move. Then he looked closer. The wallet wasn't chained to him. He was chained to it. The truth about money. Money is a tool, but fear turns it into a master. Psychology shows that scarcity, even imagined scarcity, activates the same survival circuits in the brain as physical danger. That's why losing $100 can feel like losing oxygen. That's why checking your account can feel like checking your heartbeat. Money triggers survival memory. And survival doesn't care about comfort. It cares about control. The shift. The next morning, Ethan didn't quit his job. He didn't donate everything. He didn't suddenly become careless. He did something smaller. He asked himself one question. If money wasn't fear, what would it be? For the first time, he saw money as a resource, not identity, not safety, not proof of worth, just a resource. The experiment. He started allocating money intentionally. Not hoarding, not obsessing, just deciding. Some to invest, some to enjoy, some to grow. And something strange happened. His bank balance didn't explode, but his anxiety shrank. Because control didn't come from the number, it came from the decision, the real wealth. Months later, Ethan checked his account again. The number had grown. But this time, his chest didn't tighten because he finally understood.
Money was never the cage. Fear was. And the tighter he tried to hold money, the tighter fear held him.
Final psychological truth. Money amplifies who you already are. If you fear losing it, you will never feel rich. If you use it with intention, you will never feel poor. The invisible wallet only controls you as long as you believe it defines you. And the real question isn't, how much do I have? It's, who am I without it?